Did you know that you can decorate your home using super weird items like socks, paper plates, and even mouse traps? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you the best hacks to use these weird items to decorate your home on a budget. And I want to say thank you to Hoover for sponsoring today's video. I'm ready, let's DIY together. For this project, you are going to need paper plates, and you can get these from Dollar Tree, Walmart, or any super center. And what I'm going to do is to fold a few of these in half, and they're going to look like a shelf. Then I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue on the edges to make sure that these paper plates are going to stay closed and it's going to have a better and clean look on my project. And I'm going to be doing these on all my folded paper plates. Once you have that part ready, you are going to need a piece of wood, a dowel. I have this piece of wood from a plunger from Dollar Tree, and that's what I'm going to use to stick all of my paper plates. What I'm going to do is to start adding hot glue on the piece of wood, and then I'm going to take the straight part of the folded paper plates, and I'm going to keep doing that until the piece of wood is completely covered. You need to add a little bit of hot glue between the paper plates, and that is going to help keep your project and all of the paper plates stick together. Once you have that part ready, your project is going to look like a pumpkin, and you just need the stem, a nice stem. So for that, I'm going to be using aluminum foil, another maybe weird item to craft with, but I absolutely love to do crafts with aluminum foil. So what I'm going to do is to fold these and try to form the stem of my pumpkin. Once I have that, I just have to add some hot glue and stick it on the top of my pumpkin. Time to paint the pumpkin. The easy and fastest way is to use spray paint. So I did that. I spray paint my pumpkin outside, let it dry, and then for the stem I use some wax in antique color and I paint the stem to make it look a little bit better. And this is how my project turned out. I really love this idea. I found this really cool hack, I think on Facebook, and I really love it, and I was so excited to recreate this project, and I absolutely love how it turned out. I hope that you like it too. You can go to Dollar Tree and you are going to find a huge selection of socks with different patterns for kids, adults, other ones like this one that is cozy and perfect for this project. I want to cover a pumpkin with these socks. So I'm going to create my own pumpkin using just paper and also aluminum foil. And I love to work with the aluminum foil because it's super easy to mold your project. Once I have my big ball, I'm going to put it inside of the sock, and then you can cut the sock the size you need and then add a little bit of hot glue to cover your ball and make it look perfect. Once you have that part ready, you need a stem, and I'm also going to be creating the stem with some aluminum foil because it's super easy and looks perfect, and you can be so creative and make any type and size of a stem for your pumpkin. Once that is ready, you can paint it. I'm going to be using some chalk paint in hazelnut color. I'm going to give it one coat of paint, let it dry, and then I can add some hot glue and stick the stem on my pumpkin. Once I was done, this is how my project turned out. I love to have pumpkins in different sizes, shapes, fabrics, and patterns. And this is a nice and easy way to incorporate those elements on my decor. Have you ever tried this hack before? Let me know in the comments. Since we moved to this house, we have been very happy. Lots of parties, family reunions, and laughs, and it has been great. But like I've mentioned before, our carpet see it all of our memories and sometimes accidents. But it's not a big deal when you have what I think everybody needs in their homes: the Hoover Clean Slate Carpet and Upholstery Spot Cleaner. A big solution for your spots and stains in a small, compact design. This little guy works incredibly good in our carpets and even on my fabric accent chairs. It removes the craziest stains with a full-size power, but it's very tiny, super small, and only weighs 9 pounds. I love that I can store my Hoover Clean Slate anywhere, even under my sink cabinets. My kids love to create, do crafts, and paint just like me, but accidents happen all the time, and trust me, water and a towel is not going to work. Instead, I spray, scrub, and suction the stains with my Hoover Clean Slate. You can have peace of mind when messy days happen. I just grab my helper and I clean like a pro in just minutes. It's a perfect DIY solution for a clean carpet. I love that I can quickly remove spills and everyday messes that my kids and my dog can do. My pug likes to play and eat his bones on the carpet, and you may know that sometimes they pee and poo on the carpet too. You can add a cleaning formula from Hoover to help removing the stains and others, and your machine already comes with all of the tools that you need for every mess. I can flush all of the dirt in my machine with the hose rinse tool that comes with my Hoover, and then I just throw that disgusting water in the toilet. A quick wash and I'm done for the day. I have more time to enjoy the things that I love, and it's less time cleaning. Make sure that you check the link in my description box and get your Hoover Clean Slate Carpet and Upholstery Spot Cleaner, because your cleaning routine is about to change for better. Okay guys, so for this project, I'm going to be using these shower curtain rings that I get from Dollar Tree. You can get these and the package brings 12. So I'm going to be using these. I'm not going to use them all. I think like 5 or 6 curtain rings, but you decide how many you want to use. Anyways, I'm going to be using this Jute cord that I also get from Dollar Tree. And basically what I'm going to be doing is to cover the shower curtain rings with the Jute cord. I'm going to be covering these. Super easy, but it's going to take you a little bit of time, so just relax, put some music, and enjoy the process. Once I covered the first one with the jute cord, I'm going to be adding the next one, and I'm going to place it inside of the one that has the rope, and then I'm going to start covering that way. I'm going to make sure that this is going to look like a chain garland. I'm going to be doing the same with all of the curtain rings. Like I said, I think I used like 6, but you can do it longer if you want, or a little bit shorter. And once I cover all of them with the jute cord, this is how my rope garland chain is going to look. If you want, you can put some fire in it, and that way the rope is going to burn out just a little bit, and it's going to give it more color, and it's going to give it a nicer touch. So yeah, this is how I did it. This is how my project ended up looking. It's super inexpensive. I only spent $2 on this project, and I think it looks amazing. You can place these anywhere, inside of a tray, on a table, and I think it looks super nice. I will be using something a little bit different and strange maybe. I'm going to be using mouse traps, and these come 4 in a package in Dollar Tree. And the first thing I'm going to be doing is to remove all the metal pieces with my tweezers because we only need the wooden pieces. Guys, I think these wooden pieces are a great option to use in crafts if your Dollar Tree doesn't have any like crafters squares area, and they work perfect. After removing all the metal pieces, your wood will have some very small holes that you can fill maybe with wood filler, and then you can sand everything to have a smooth surface. To paint these pieces, I decide to use my Beverly Wax in Antique color, and I give it a coat of paint and let them dry. Once all the pieces are dry, I decide to resand the edges of each piece just to give it more dimension and like highlight all the natural wood color. And I really love this technique, and I use it in so many projects that I made with wood. Now guys, you can use maybe a stencil and paint. I decide to use my Cricut. I made a decal with the word fall, and I put 1 letter on each of the wooden pieces. Okay, from there I need a vase for this project, so I decide to use this Dollar Tree wood sign, and I mark and cut with my saw machine about 9.5 inches long. Once it is cut, I'm going to be changing the color, and for that I use my Beverly chalk paint in black color. I paint everything and then let it dry. From there, I decide to put each wood piece in order, forming the word fall with hot glue on this vase. Finally, I decide to add more details, something with textures, so I decide to use this Jute twine from Dollar Tree, and I stick it to the vase, giving it 2 turns. And you can also stick pumpkins or maybe leaves to add more color, and it will look great. My loves, this will be the result, and I really love how it turned out. I only spent like $2 in this project, and it looks amazing, and nobody will know that you use mouse traps to make it. I will be using 2 of these auto funnels from Dollar Tree. You can use these ones, or you maybe have something at home that is similar, so just be creative. And the first thing you should do is to cut the plastic edge that protrudes from the bottom of the funnel with my Dremel. And just in case you are asking, I get this tool from Amazon, and I really love it. It works perfect to make so many DIYs at home. So if you are interested, I'm gonna be leaving you the link in the description box of the video. The second step is going to be to cut the funnels because they are a little bit tall, so I'm gonna be cutting them into different sizes with my Dremel. Once they are cut, I will use the same Dremel. I'm going to put like a sandpaper to sand the edges of the funnel, and that way they are going to look smooth and straight. For the top, I'm going to put this glass ball that comes in a set of 4, and I'm going to glue them with my E6000 glue and hot glue to make sure that it's going to stick good and strong, and just let them dry. To paint them, I decide to use my ultra matte spray paint, and I'm going to give it like 1 or 2 coats of paint. And once your candle holders are dry, you can put the candles on the top, or maybe you can put like foam inside of the glass bowl to insert flowers or greenery, and I think they're going to look super cute too. I'm going to be using these plastic Dollar Tree chains from the Halloween section that I just love. I always buy several of these to make many projects. And the first thing I did was to strain it to have two pieces. I know that these chains are already black, but they have like a distressed look in silver color, so I'm going to be using some spray paint and I'm going to paint all black and make it look much better. I want to make a hanging shelf, so for the base I will be using a 12-inch piece of this wood that I just have at home. And the first thing I did was to give it some color using my Waverly wax in antique color. As I always say, you can use maybe paint of any color or maybe stain. Once the paint is dry, I'm going to be using these screw hooks and I paint them black with the same spray paint. And I'm going to be using two of these screw hooks and I'm going to put one at each end of the wooden board. Of those hooks, I'm going to be putting the chains to be able to hang the shelf. It's super easy. Then in order to hang our shelf on the wall, I'm going to be placing another screw hooks on the wall just to be able to hang the other end of the chains and basically just be able to hang the shelf. I know that these chains are made of plastic, but they are quite strong and you can actually hold some weight on it. So I decided to hang it on the wall and put this glass vase and some leaves inside and then these beads garland just to decorate it, and I really love it. It has this industrial look that I love and it was easy and budget friendly to make. Project, I'm going to be using this air filter. You probably had this at home and you need to see what design it has, and you can use it to make a beautiful wall decor. In my case, I can make two wall decors using only one air filter because it has the same design on both sides. And what I'm going to be doing is very carefully is to cut the cardboard, the design that this air filter has. Once I have my design cut, I will paint it in black with my Waverly chalk paint and then let it dry. To create the frame, I'm going to use these stir sticks from Walmart. Each package has 3 sticks. I'm going to use 2 packages because I need 4 sticks in total. And I'm going to place them how they're supposed to go to have the idea of how much I must cut from each of the sticks to form the frame in the correct size. Before making the frame, I will paint the sticks with my Waverly wax in antique color. And to dry the wax, I'm going to be using my heat tool just to make the process a little bit faster. Guys, I love my heat tool and I highly recommend these to have at home. So I'm going to be leaving you the link in the description box of the video of where you can get it. From there, I just have to start sticking the sticks with hot glue to form the frame of the wall decor. To hang it on the wall, you can put a tip hanger or maybe a piece of jute cord on the back side, or you can put it on the top of the table or your mantle, and it's going to look beautiful and in a very high quality. Nobody will notice that you use an air filter for this project. I'm going to be using this modeling clay that I get from Amazon. I was trying so hard to find the one that Dollar Tree sells, but I didn't have good luck. So if you find it, great, use that one. But just in case, this is another option that you can get from Amazon. Of course, the link is going to be in the description box. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is to cut a small piece, and I'm going to start working with this clay, and I'm gonna try to make a small bowl. This DIY is inspired by Elena. I found her on Instagram by This House 5000, so you can check her Instagram. She does so many DIYs and fun things. And yeah, what I'm going to be doing is to put in this plastic surface pepper, and then I'm going to start adding the pepper to my clay, and I'm going to be smashing and making sure that my clay is covered of pepper, and this is going to add a really nice texture to this clay. Again guys, if you find the clay from Dollar Tree, you can use that. Of course you can do it, but if you don't find it, this is another option that you can use, and you can do so many DIYs with this clay because it has a lot. So yeah, this is just another option. I'm gonna try to form that bowl again, and then I'm going to be using one of these Dollar Tree candles, and I'm going to put it on the top of my bowl. I want to make like a candle holder, so I'm going to be using the candle to make sure that I made the hole where I'm going to put in the candle, and that way it's going to have the perfect hole size for my candle, and then I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to be making 2 candle holders, so once I have the first one, I'm going to be working in the second one, and I'm going to be doing the same steps. I'm going to make a bowl, then I'm going to add the pepper to add that texture in all those colors that the pepper has. Once I have that bowl, I'm going to leave it on the side because I'm going to be working with this glass shot. It is from Dollar Tree. They are clear glass shots, but I'm reusing this one, so that's why it is white. And what I'm going to be doing is to add the clay around the glass shot and modeling these as best as I can, and then I'm going to add the pepper too, to make sure that it's going to have the same texture as the ball. Once I have my glass shot completely covered, I'm going to be adding the ball on the top, and I'm going to smash that a little bit. And then I'm going to be like pushing the candle on the top to make sure that I have the perfect size, and then I'm going to let it dry. Once these pieces are dry, this is how they are going to look, and I love how this project turned out. It was a really fun DIY. It was a inexpensive and handcrafted, and I love how it turned out. It is a really unique piece. My loves, I really hope that you like and enjoy today's video. 8 ideas that you can do using very weird items that you can get at Dollar Tree or that you maybe have at home. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and that you follow me on all my social media pages, and also my other channel, JAZOMY Home. We post a new video and that makes me so happy. Make sure that you check the link in the description box, as well as my Hoover link. And thank you so much to Hoover again for sponsoring today's video. Guys, thank you so much for the love and support, and see you on my next video. Mwah. Bye.